Hello everyone, School of Thought, Live and Learn, ARPA presents In Court and the Impacts of Life Week. It's Wednesday, May 19th, and this is Quick Updates. So last week, a 2-week court hearing wrapped up in Manitoba. The issue at stake was the constitutionality of the 13-week prohibition on any corporate in-person worship of God in that province. ARPA Canada intervened in the case and had the opportunity to not only file 20 pages of written legal argument, but also make oral arguments to the judge near the close of the hearing. Here's Andre with a summary of the arguments he was able to present.
Yes, thanks so much, Colin. So the arguments we put forward in this case had to do with three distinct legal issues. The first was on institutional pluralism, the second on what we called compound charter violations, and the third on minimal impairment. So on institutional pluralism, from the Reformed tradition, we would recognize this as sphere sovereignty, and we argued with the judge, and I brought the judge to older case law that shows that in a constitution, we need to respect the other institutions of society. They have a very important role to play, and the government has an obligation to respect their authority, the authority of other spheres, like the church, like the family. On compound violations, I urged the judge to really understand and appreciate the profound violation of fundamental freedoms like peaceful assembly and religion, as well as freedom of expression as it relates to corporate worship. These are not just trivial violations. These are actually very, very profound violations when we say that an entire religious community may not meet together at all in order to worship God. And the third argument about minimal impairment, this is an important element of the constitutional test for the government. The government has to prove, among other things, that when it violates other rights for good cause, it has to violate those rights in a minimally impairing way, as little as possible, basically. And so I urged the court to really consider that. Has the government actually minimally impaired the rights, or was there a way to still accommodate religious worship in a way that still reduced the risk to a reasonable level? And so the judge is going to have to wrestle with those questions in the coming weeks as he prepares his final judgment. So please do pray for that judge. Back to you, Colin.
Thanks so much, Andre. We are thankful for the opportunity to present our argument to the court and for the judge's interest in these arguments. The judge did comment at the close of the hearing that the constitutional questions raised in this case are legitimate and important questions that should be tried in a court of law. We can also be thankful that here in Canada we have the opportunity to sort out these fundamental and foundational questions by means of legal arguments in court. Next up, as a former principal, it makes sense that Ed is ending out the school year focusing on education.
Hey, thanks, Colin. Well, 3 words for Albertan supporters: live and learn. Our new education campaign, this in light of our recent educational diversity policy report and Alberta's new curriculum. A simple call to action: send a thank you card to the Minister of Education, along with a note about parental engagement using our recommendations from our policy report. Live and learn. Click here for more information about the campaign, how to get those thank you cards, and some suggestions as to what to write on them. Hey, sometimes you just gotta live and learn. Friendly Manitobans, 2 words for you: think big and go back to school. The School of Thought, that's your education campaign. In light of the most major education overhaul in Canadian history, we want you to play a vital role in it. First call to action is very simple: send a thank you card and a note of encouragement to your Minister of Education. School of Thought, click here for more information about the campaign, how to get those thank you cards, and some recommendations as to what you can write on them. Remember, kids, think big and go back to school. The School of Thought. Back to you, Colin.
Thanks so much, Ed. Now, last week was Life Week, and Levi recorded a video at a local life event in Langley on Thursday.
It's so encouraging to see people marching for life in their local communities. I'm here in Langley with members of a local school. They're marching down through their own local community, sharing the message that we need to protect life at all stages. Let's bring this message to our society, to our politicians, and our world. God bless.
Thanks so much, Levi. The ARPA store wrapped up last week, beating out our previous record. We sold over 1,700 items from ARPA and We Need a Law merchandise, thanks to the over 500 of you who ordered items for friends and family. We're getting the materials sent for production now, and you should be seeing them on your doorstep towards the end of June. That's it for quick updates this week. Thanks to you for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.